Hello.
Graduating students, please report to volleyball ground immediately. Attendance is in process. Please hurry up. Graduating students, please gather in the volleyball ground immediately. Attendance is in process. Reception committee at sports ground, please help students to reach at volleyball ground. Reception committee, please direct graduating students to reach to the volleyball ground.
Hello.
Graduating students, we are about to close the attendance. Please hurry up. Graduating students, please report to the volleyball ground immediately. We are about to close the attendance. BTech ICT, BTech CS, PhD on first row, graduating students, please hurry up. We are about to close the attendance. BTech ICT and BTech CS, please hurry up. Last 4 minutes to report. Last 4 minutes to report. Graduating students, you have last 4 minutes to report. Graduating students, last 3 minutes to report. Last 3 minutes to report. Please report to the volleyball ground. Attendance is about to over. Graduating students, last 3 minutes to report. BTech CS, BTech ICT, graduating students, last 2 minutes to report. Last 2 minutes to report. After the deadline, we will not be able to include any graduating students. Please report immediately. You have last 2 minutes to report. Assembly team, please take attendance immediately. Assembly and marching team, please take attendance immediately. We have last 2 minutes to complete the process. Graduating students, last 2 minutes to report. Graduating students, last minute to report. It is only 1 minute left to report. Then I will not include anyone. Graduating students, you have only last 1 minute to report. Attendance will be over by that time. Then you will not be included. Please hurry up. You have 1 minute left to report. BTech ICT especially. Please hurry up. Report to the volleyball ground immediately. You have last 1 minute. Assembly and marching team, please take final attendance now. Assembly and marching team, please take final attendance now. After final attendance, no graduating students should be included in queue. After final attendance, please do not include any graduating students. Assembly and marching team, please take row-wise attendance and submit the final figures. Post final attendance, please do not include any graduating students. Assembly and marching team, please submit the figures immediately. Please submit the final figures immediately. Please do not allow any late entries now.
એક જ ચાલુ છે બરાબર. કયું ચાલુ કયું છે? બોલો 2 3 4 એમાં એમ અહીં ઉભો રહે તું ટક ટક કર લે. म्यूट करो चालू करो हाँ म्यूट करो म्यूट करो હું આવું છું રે એડજસ્ટ થઈ જાય ને તો કોઈ અડું જ ના જુઓ આ માઇક અત્યારે અહીં મૂક્યું છે એ પેલી છોકરી કઈ જતી રહી ને એટલે પાછળથી આવવાનું આમ પાછળ થાય અને પાછું અહીંયા લઈ અને આ સ્ટેન્ડ અત્યારે છોકરી બેસે ત્યાં સુધી અહીંયા છે પછી એ જતી રહે એટલે સ્ટેન્ડ અહીંયા આમ લાઈનમાં એટલે છેલ્લો ફિટ કરીને તમારે પાછું હાથવી રીતે બીજું કોઈ જ નહીં કરવાનું પાછળથી જો અને હું તમને કહું ને એટલે તમને મ્યુટ કરતા ફાવે એ મ્યુટ
આપણે જોઈ લીધો માઇક તો કારણ કે આ 1 2 અને પછી 2 3 લખે છે આ એ માઇક છે બરોબર
એટલે તમારે ખાલી આટલું યાદ રાખવાનું આ છે ભરાઈ દે
Assembly and marching, the team should submit me attendance row wise immediately.
આમાંથી તો હાલવા નહીં કોઈ.
ગાવા હતા ચાલુ કરવાનો અને ગઈ જતું રહે બંધ કરી દેવાનું બંધ નહીં કરો તો
ઇકો તો ખાલી એકમાં ચાલવાનું ને ગાઈડમાં ચાલવાનું.
આ ત્રણ માઇકમાં આલેલો જ રાખજો ને કોઈ ચિંતા નહીં. પેલામાં ના હાલતા આ લીલા માઇકમાં જ ઇક્કો હાલજો.
આ લીલામાં
જો તમે ઇક્કોનું ચેક કરું લીલું માઇક પહેલાં ચીવ છે એ ખાલી એ રીલ ચાલુ કરી અને પછી 3 નંબરની ઓફ ખુલે. હા એ પેલી છોકરીને બોલાવી છે એની હાઇટ સેટ કરીને મૂકી દો. એ સાહેબે બોલાવી પટેલ સાહેબ વાત કરી કે આવી જા તું ચેક કરી દી. હા એને બોલાવાની. આવી ગઈ બધા ખોલ દો. છે કયો નંબર છે? 3 નંબર મ્યુટ કરો. ત્યાં ના જશો ત્યાં શું જાઓ. હા કરો.
Assembly and marching team, please submit the final attendance.
છે ત્રણ નંબર મ્યુટ કરો. હાલો હાલો.
In the sports ground, parents can scan QR codes placed at LED screens, and they can download the convocation brochures. We have placed QR code at various places. You can scan and download the graduating students list as well as convocation booklet.
हेलो 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 हेलो
Volunteers, please help the students to take their seat.
ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम इसका चाहिए नहीं तो आप थोड़ा धीरे रखो तो अच्छा रहेगा। सुन ना म्यूजिक रूम में मेरा लिरिक्स वाला फोल्डर रखा होगा वो लेके आना स्टेज पे।
Quickly take your chair.
Check. Check.
The link of live streaming of this event is available on our official website, daict.ac.in. Parents and guardian can browse that.
Hello, hello.
Volunteers, please help students to take their chair. Please make it faster. Naresh, please make it faster. First line bolo. First two.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to our 17th annual convocation. Convocation is a solemn occasion. Please remain silent during the convocation proceedings. We are about to start the proceedings in a few minutes. You are requested to switch off your mobile phones. Audience is requested not to approach the stage for taking photographs. This would disturb the proceedings. We have arranged an official photographer from whom you can order and obtain photographs. For photographs, please contact the photographer after the convocation at the sports ground. Thank you.
Check one.
Audience, please rise. Please stand until the chief guest and other dignitaries enters and sit on the dais. Procession is about to enter. Please maintain silence.
I declare convocation open.
सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमारित्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवचेत्सि सत्यानां प्रमथिताभ्यं धर्माणां प्रमथिताभ्यं कुशलानां प्रमथिताभ्यं भूतेना प्रमथिताभ्यं स्वाध्याया प्रवचनाभ्यानां प्रमथिताभ्यं देवपितृकाम्याम्यानां प्रमथिताभ्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव एष आदेश एष उपदेश असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय
Honorable President, DA-IICT, Chief Guest, Professor Subhashish Chaudhary, Director, IIT Bombay, Dr. D.N. Reddy, Chancellor of Malla Reddy University, Hyderabad, Professor Bimal Roy, former Director and Head Cryptology Research Group, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, Dr. Aloknath Dey, Missionpreneur, Frontier R&D for Business Age, CEO, Cyber Physical System Company, former CTO, and the Vice President, Sri Shrenik Vaishnav, Vice President, Torrent Power Limited, member of the Board of Governors, faculty members, staff members, alumni, members of the media, distinguished guests, graduating students, and their parents. It gives me immense joy to welcome all of you in the 17th Annual Convocation of DA-IICT. This occasion is particularly significant as it makes return of the DA-IICT community to full and active campus life in the aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic. I take this opportunity to thank students, faculty, and staff, and the parents for the collective effort they put in to tide over the tumultuous months of lockdown and challenges presented by the new modes of online teaching and learning. Your sustained cooperation has allowed us to continue our academic activities in the midst of numerous constraints, contingency, and personal tragedies. I am certain all of us have emerged stronger in our resolve to cope with any other crisis in future. This disruptive COVID at least make us understand that our new normal is online, and that that will become the reality in life. Today, we are deeply honored to have Professor Subhashish Chaudhary, Director, IIT Bombay, as our distinguished chief guest for the convocation. Professor Subhashish Chaudhary is a scholar, administrator of rare distinction. He has pioneered research in the in IIT Bombay and elsewhere, and today we have the privilege of having him address our graduates. A convocation is a solemn occasion for celebration, as it's a moment of reflection. As graduates of DA-IICT, you are among privileged group of young Indians who have had access to excellent standard of higher education. I compliment and congratulate all of you for completing your course of study with diligence and sincerity. You are now ready to embark on the next phase of your professional journey and make a positive difference to many lives you will touch on the way. DA-IICT has endeavored to give you a holistic and well-rounded education that opens up pathways for you to learn, grow, and excel in a rapidly changing world. We believe that the students have to, there is a research element, there is an academics, and there is service to the society. And the rural internship, what undergraduate students go through in the second year is an indication that we are sensitive to the social commitment. So this is an unique feature of an institute of ours because the rural internship gives the students to understand the reality at the ground. In this context, let me share our long-term vision for the Institute. While we take pride in pioneering ICT education and research in India, we now plan to introduce academic programs that speak to a new generation of communication technology, services, and applications. we are in the process of launching different undergraduate, postgraduate program on artificial intelligence, machine learning, data sciences, digital information, VLSI, natural language processing, and design by the next academic year, 23-24. We have also initiated the process of restructuring the curriculum in the ways that offer rich, flexible, and meaningful educational experience of our undergraduates. The multidisciplinary thrust of our ICT program will be consolidated and expanded through the introduction of minors in the areas of liberal art studies, natural science, design. Our students will be free to curate their program of study in accordance with their interests and aspirations. I'm happy to inform you that we have introduced one minor that is called Robotics and Autonomous System, and that, in minor we have to take 5 courses, so that is going to be very popular among students, taking into account the acceptability in the industries. With these initiatives in place, we hope to attract more diverse students community from across the nation and the world and increase our strength to 3,000 plus by 2028. To achieve this objective, we have planned a whole new phase of expansion of infrastructure, including the hall of residence, classroom, labs, and recreational process. The future growth of the Institute will also be an inclusive one. We will continue to strengthen our practices and policies of providing equal opportunity and resources for students who come from disadvantaged or marginalized context. In other words, our admission will be blind admission, so we will depend on the merit of the students. Depending upon the merit, we will recruit, we will give the admission. But even as we give shape to the future institute, I must take this opportunity to share with you some of our recent achievements. I am pleased that our institutional faculty and students' achievements for the year 2022 continue to be robust and inspiring. I record this here for your perusal. For your information, the Institute has introduced the BTech program in Maths and Computing, one PG program, MSc in Data Science, from the academic year 2020. A new program, MSc in Agri-Analytics, is introduced in this academic year 22-23. This, in my view, in view of all the faculties here, is a unique program in collaboration with Anand Agricultural University and also IIRS, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, which is an education wing of Indian Space Research Organization, Department of Space, and ourselves. We are degree-giving institute. The students, first semester they will spend here, second semester, currently now they are spending in Dehradun, and third semester they are going in Anand Agricultural University, and the fourth semester is basically for their internship. This is a step forward towards the NEP 2020, where we have multi-institutional, multidisciplinary, as well as interdisciplinary program. And we encourage choice-based courses. Now you see we have choice-based courses, plus you have institutes where with the best education is given in different topics. One can go to IIRS and Anand Agricultural University. So far as the placement activities are concerned, media people were asking me, we have a very vibrant and encouraging placement statistics all these years at DA-IICT. In 2021, we have 147 companies visited the institute, 391 students were placed. The highest salary offered was 51.75, and the median salary was 10 as a CTC. In 21-22, we have 157 companies visited. Institute 448 students were placed. Highest salary was 54.22, and by Google, and the median salary was 13.5. And the for the current year, which is an ongoing year 22-23, placement is in still process, going on. 131 companies visited our campus. 465 students are already placed. The highest salary offered is 82.0 lakhs per annum, and by company, and the median salary is 12.88 lakhs per annum. The median salary is a reflection of the quality of the students, quality of teaching, and also the foundation which students get from our institute. And any institute is, decided for admission is by the fact of the credential of the faculties, and also the quality of the students, and also what type of placement statistics we have. So I'm very happy that number of companies are increasing every year because the number of students are increasing, and the trend is to whether it is median salary, whether it is maximum salary, is also increasing every year. Now, institutional achievements, DA-IICT received the Center of Excellence Award from the Government of Gujarat in January 2022, and we are one among the 6 institutes which have given that privilege of Center of Excellence. In 2022 academic year, DA-IICT signed an MOU with many institutes. I'm not going to repeat which are the institutes we are doing, but the purpose of this MOU is to have a collaborative research, collaborative or joint academic program, or exchange program. So basically, we want to network our institute with other foreign institute as well as the Indian Institute of Repute, such that our students get the opportunity to get the best education from different institutes. DA-IICT was awarded the DST FIST award grant of rupees 57 lakhs. Why I'm mentioning this? This is the first. It's a private institute. Out of 218 applications or proposal, 16 were shortlisted, and out of which we got that honor of getting the FIST grant. DA-IICT, in collaboration with SAS, introduced that MSc Data Science program from 2020, and the program is designed to address the new paradigm of facts-based decision-making associated with the advent of the big data. Now, faculty achievement is also one of the important measure of the credential of the faculties. Here, I'm naming some of the faculties. If I have missed it, it is not by intention, but basically by error of omission or commission. Okay, so please excuse me for that. Professor Hemant Patil was elected as ISCA International Speech Communication Association Distinguished Lecturer for the year 2021. Professor Patil was also AP SIPA Distinguished Lecturer during the year 2018 and 19. Professor Patil is the first Indian scientist working in an Indian university getting this international recognition of ISCA Distinguished Lecturer. He was appointed Associate Editor of IEEE Signal Processing Magazine, Columns and Forum. Professor Bhaskar Chaudhary, in collaboration with University of Wuppertal, Germany, and also Oregon State University, edited a special issue, The Finite Difference Method, a Recent Development and Application in Computational Science, which has come in Elsevier Journal of Computation Science in 2020. He has also a project investigator of 2 research projects from Gujarat, and the co-investigators are, Professor Allad Kumar and Priyanka Singh. Professor Eshwaswara, he launched a new research lab called CSPMI, Communication, Signal Processing and Machine Intelligence Lab, with ISRO funding of support of rupees 1.25 crore. Lab has 5 ongoing research projects with 5 faculty members as the PIs and co-PIs, and 8 GRFs, including 5 MTech students and 1 PhD scholar. Why I am saying that this shows the credential of our faculties, this shows that maturity of their research potential, and this shows also that what type of institute we are, where the students get the best from the faculty members who are with us. Professor Manish Khare was invited to serve as a guest editor for 2 special issues of journal, Multimedia Tools and Applications on Machine Vision Theory and Application of Cyber Physical Systems, and Machine Vision Theory and Application for Cyber Physical System. He has received the Best Special Session Award in the 13th Asian Conference on Intelligence, Information and Database Systems in Thailand. A consortium of institutes, including Professor Prashanjit Majumdar of DA-IICT, has been awarded a prestigious project of National Language Translation Mission, Vasini, from METI in February 2022. Students' Achievement and Award, BTech student Rithi Tanna and Vishwa Shah, Dishita Thakkar, Shruti Agarwal received the Best Poster Award for their work on parallel implementation of arithmetic encoding on shared memory system at 28th IEEE International Conference on High Performance Computing, Data and Analytics Research Symposium 2021. Pratik Ghosh, PhD student, was selected as a recipient of American Physical Society's GC Student Travel Grant in 2022. Ms. Madhu Kamble, a PhD scholar at DA-IICT associated with the Speech Research Lab, got a postdoctoral position in Eurecom, France. Ms. Kamble has an impressive list of publications, a 6-month internship experience at Samsung Research Institute, Bangalore. She has also received several grants from IEEE, SPS, and ISCA, and NUS Singapore in the past for her research. Our undergraduate student, Vidhi Katodia, and doctoral student, Pratik Ghosh, developed GPU-accelerated open-source SAR simulator under the supervision of Professor Bhaskar Chaudhary. Work was presented in IEEE MTTS International Microwave and RF Conference at IIT Bombay. Ankit Kumar, the 4th-year BTech student's paper entitled Evaluation of Deep Learning-Based Human Expression Recognition on Noisy Images, has been accepted by the 7th International Conference on Soft Computing and Machine Intelligence to be held in Stockholm, Sweden. Meet Patel, a 3rd-year BTech student, was selected in the Google Summer Code GSOC 2020. He worked for 12 weeks under the organization Percona, developing various open source tools utilizing wide range of technology stack. BTech student Janvi Bhagya and Simran and Nagrani and Janvi Gupta secured the internship at Microsoft in their 2nd year and went to their 2nd internship in this summer at Microsoft. Nishant Shah, a 3rd-year BTech student with minors in CS, Computational Science, has achieved a Google rank 5 and the national rank 1 in the Google Kickstart round G 2020 among 8,000 participants. Prapti Trivedi, BTech ICT 2020 graduate, was selected for AI Summer School hosted by Google Research India. She was one of the 50 students selected for the NLU track. She is currently at Voisin as a data scientist. Kathan Sangvi, Ronak Jetwa, and Yash Trivedi, BTech ICT 2019 batch students secured 3rd position in National Hackathon Tic-Tac-Toe 20, which was organized by the team I.Fest with IEEE with Affinity Group. MDes CD Communication Design final year students displayed their creative work on campus, which culminated out of their final design project. Student body government, SBG, which is a very unique part of our institute, has initiated the Student Emergency Fund, SEF. The fund was was to support students who found it challenging to afford necessary e-infrastructure facility for online semester. This was a crowd-funded initiative dependent on the contributions from students, alumni, friends, faculty, and well-wishers of the student community of DA-IICT. Urvi Oza, PhD scholar, and Sarang Patel, BTech student, won the Best Student Paper Award at the 13th Asian Conference held during 7 to 9 April 2021 at Phuket. Yash Kataria, student of BTech ICT with minor in CS, got selected for CERN Open Lab Summer Student Program 2021. BTech students Mihir Desai and a PhD student Pratik Ghosh published a research article in IEEE Transaction on Microwave Theory and Technique in 2022. BTech student Kirtan Delwaria and Rubil Bhatt published a research article in Concurrency and Computational Journal 2022. BTech student Bhrugu Dave, Sarthak Patel, Rishi Shivani published a research article in Contributions to Plasma Physics Journal in 2022. Pratham Dhruv and Daksh Trivedi, BTech ICT student, published a research paper titled The Study of Supply Chain in Vegetable Crops in 2 districts of Gujarat, Anand Gandhinagar. Ronak Jetwa from ICT 2019 batch, currently third-year student, one of the candidates from 100 finalists who completed in the Hack with Infini 2020 grand finale. Nemi Shah, BTech ICT student, published a research article in IEEE Communication Letter. The title of the research paper is 5G and Machine Learning. Ankit Kumar, BTech ICT student, published a research paper titled Development of an Accurate Check Reader based on the comparative study of various methods of digit recognition. Our students are also very proactive in in the cultural activities. They have won various prizes in music, Kelia Club, and other related activities. So far as the conferences are concerned, Institute is happy to inform you that 15th Conference in Software Engineering Conference, ISEC 2022, was hosted by DA-IICT during 24th to 26th February 2022. Workshop on emerging areas in differential equation and real-world application was held on 30th May 2022. Summer School on Shape Modeling hosted by DA-IICT Gandhinagar during 14 to 25 June 2021. National level workshops was organized on system design flow on zinc using Vivado during 28 to 29th June 2022. Workshop on GIS was held on 19 to 23, 2022. Now let me give you a glimpse of our alumni, because alumni is the 4th pillar of an institute, and their achievement also we are very proud of. Hardik Kotaria, our MSc IT alumnus, 2009 to 11 batch, is the co-founder and director of marketing and at Solons Industries since 2016. Jainam Mehta, MSc IT, who owns an Urban Nap, India's first smart napping pod, was recently awarded the Young Innovator 2020 Award at the National Student Startup Meet 2020 by Government of Gujarat. Vaibhav Jain, BTech ICT 2013 batch, who owns Huvilo, an event management software company, recently raised $4.5 million in the seed funding round. Huvilo offers technology tools to help organize events with swiftness. Pankaj Srivastava, Rahul Gupta, Mridul Singh, BTech graduate, have cleared UPSC Civil Service Examination 2020. A group of students of and alumni of DA-IICT started Mill-Up campaign to help the cafeteria workers who were affected by shutting down of the campus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Anshuman Agarwal, BTech 2021 graduate, has secured admission to PGDM program at MDI Gurgaon. Soumya Agarwal, BTech ICT 2019, has secured admission to the Masters in Management program at INSEAD Business School, France. She was working as the business technology analyst at Deloitte. Vaibhav Jain and Mayank Agarwal, BTech alumni, got featured in the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia 2021 for their event management company, Hubilo, and event management software company. Parth Patel, BTech ICT 2020, has secured admission to the postgraduate program in management, PGP, as well as the postgraduate program in PG, PBA. Tanay Agarwal, BTech student 2021, has secured admission to the MBA program. Harsh Patel, BTech ICT 2019 graduate, has secured his admission to the PGDM program at IIM Kolkata. And Sharvi Talati, BTech ICT graduate, has secured admission to the postgraduate program in management PGP at IIM Bangalore. And finally, how can I end the report without congratulating the achievers and the gold medalists of the institute? We have Neil Narendravai, Shah Nishant Ketan Kumar, Mehta Krunal Kamalesh Kumar, Teratil Anand Saju, Niharika Srivastav, Patel Preet Arvind Bhai, Juhi Bhanat, MDes Data Science. Students of 17 and 19, Bakshi Rusiraj Ashish, BTech ICT, Megha Varge J, BTech Honors ICT with minor in computational science, Bhatt Sripad Anand, MTech ICT, Brutant Mankat, MSc IT, and KS Asha, MDes Communication Design. I also extend my heartiest congratulations to all of you and reiterate my faith in your ability to become responsible professionals and law-abiding citizens of this country. I wish you every success in the career you choose and hope you will commit yourself to a life of a lifelong learning and service to the society and the nation. Always remain grateful to your parents, elders who have supported you in your journey. Respect the values they have nurtured in you. I also request you to remember your faculty member where, when your parents have brought you at the age of 16 or 18 to this institute, and this institute, the faculties has given you the best education. They have strengthened your foundation, and the faculty gets the best reward is when you say that, what type of knowledge you earn from him or her. So parents, faculties are very important elements of your development in the career. And I believe, today you have finished, you graduated, and you are our ambassador, you are our mirror. So if you do very good, we get our perception about our institute increases. If you do not so good, then also our perception goes down. So all of you are our ambassador, and all of you have to make sure that DA-IICT goes to the next higher level. DA-IICT becomes internationally known, because some of you will go abroad and some of you will do your master's or PhD, and that will definitely improve the perception about the DA-IICT. Always, discover the world of your inner selves and cherish many experiences life has on offer. Make yourself and your country proud. Let me conclude with a quote from the great poet Rabindranath Tagore. Reach high, for stars lie hidden in you. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal, unquote. Dear students, or the dear graduate, I think nothing can stop you now, and keep reaching to the stars. I am extremely happy and delighted. Let me congratulate once more, and I'll be very happy when you come back to this city and drop in your institute, and you will be, that will be the greatest pleasure the faculties will have. That will be the greatest pleasure all of us will have. So I wish you all the best and look forward to see you in different level of progress and excel. So all the best. Jai Hind.
Hello. Yeah. Candidates for the degree of PhD of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, please rise. Mr. President, I present 5 candidates of PhD program of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, including those in absentia, and request you to confer the degree on them. Candidates, please be seated. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the President DA-IICT as I call their names and return to their seats and be seated. Rishikant Rajdeepak. Anjali Diwan. Shah Miral Ashok Kumar. Patil Ankur Tukaram. Candidates for the degree of MTech in ICT and MTech in Electronics and Communication of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, please rise. Mr. President, I present 57 candidates of MTech program of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, including those in absentia, and request you to confer the degree on them. Candidates, please be seated. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the President DA-IICT as I call their names and return to their seats and be seated. Pandya Prahar Hemant Kumar. Mahir Manish Bhai Shah. Paul Anand Santosh. Vivek Aswani, Nimmi Amit Bhai Patel, Abhishek Kanaksen Shah, Vapsar Manali Hitesh Kumar, Gajjar Shivangi Bharadwaj, Jain Santanu Arvind, Shah Raj Hitesh, Makhija Shraddha Vipin Kumar, Daniel Pranav Mehta, Desai Naisargi Dipesh Kumar, Patel Darsil Suresh Bhai, Vaidik Gautam Bhai Patel, Mantra H. Sanatra, Puspender Kumar, Shamit Ashwin Kumar, Jimmy K. Patel, Shavalia Krishna Shiva Bhai, Mehta Krunal Kamlesh Kumar, Dedi Akash Kumar Teja Bhai, Idara Veera Venkata Haricharan, Ranpara Tarang Jatin Bhai, Vidhi Arvind Bhai Rajbir, Panchal Nikul Dinesh Kumar, Pandya Nidhi Himanshu, Chodingala Piyush Kumar Kirit Bhai, কাচ্ছি আস্থা বিদেন ভাই, চতুর্বেদী শ্রেয়া সঞ্জয়, থেরাতিল আনন্দ সাজু, candidates for the degree of MSc in Information Technology and MSc in Data Science of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, please rise. Mr. President, I present 169 candidates of MSc program of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, including those in absentia, and request you to confer the degree on them. Candidates, please be seated. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the President DA-IICT as I call their names and return to their seats and be seated. Shah Janu Kamlesh Bhai, Maisadani Deepak Girish Kumar, Kush Arvind Modi, Niharika Srivastav, Henal Paresh Bhai Mehta, Pranay Joshi, Lalit Kumar, Ramani Kishan Rajesh Bhai, Pillai Vishnu Vijayan, Chudasma Rutuba Sibhadra Sen, Sahars Gupta, Jai Kothari, Aryan Akash Gambhir, Satya Tesa Niksit, Jit Jayesh Kapadia, Janvi Bhupendra Buddhadev, Thakkar Neha Jiten, Riya Dinesh Kumar Soni, Kakkan Anurag Kishore, Gandhi Viral Ashok, Sukadia Rutvi Kumar Pal, Javheri Aftab, Shah Khush Hetal Bhai, Doshi Parsva Vijay Kumar, Sheikh Mohammad Abid Iqbal, Meghani Hars Rajnish Bhai, Bastawala Asad Mohammad Idris, Maruf Memon, Kashish Rajesh Bhai Shah, Sangvi Bruddhi Paresh Bhai, Shah Saili Rakesh Kumar, Shah Vatsal Kalpesh, Sangvi Neil Hetal Bhai, Uptani Sanjana Kamalesh, Shah Manav Pritesh Kumar, Kapadia Isa Manoj Kumar, Pragati Kumari Sharma, Veliat Hars Girish Bhai, Valala Brijesh Bhimaji Bhai, Solanki Hars Bipin Bhai, Malek Mehmud Hussain Rashid Hussain, Shreya Dalal, Asrani Asna Sudhir, Jala Gaurav Govind Bhai, Sachin Mahesh Bhai Rathod, Keshav Nandlal Pritani, पिपालिया मौलिक भवन भाई, तान्या रास्तोगी, निचलानी भवेश नंदलाल, राजपुरोहित जीतू सिंह प्रताप सिंह, अपेक्षावा जादेजा, कोया सालोनी दिनेश कुमार, सिद्धार्थ भाट, समीक्षा चावला, भोरा मेहा धीरेन कुमार, जलावाड़िया मिहिर हितेश भाई, गज्जर अक्षय कुमार महेश भाई, गौरांगी चंद्रा, शाह नूपुर जिगर भाई, चोमल रिंकल रमेश, सवालिया गोपी भरत भाई, गौर यस अरविंद कुमार, अफसर आकाश दीपक कुमार, भाविका ताहिलियानी, रिद्धि रमन बतास, भाग्यश्री रनावत, पटेल तीर्थ सुनील भाई, जावेरी पृथ्वीन नीलेश कुमार, हिमांशु जोशी, भाटियानी दाक्ष जुमन कुमार, चिरंजीव राजपुरोहित, दूधात दर्शित घनश्याम भाई, समीर शर्मा, पिल्लाई अखिल अशोक कुमार, गांधी प्रकृति चुनांगबाई, कलारिया मिश्री मुकेश भाई, पटेल विशाल नटवर भाई, कोठारी नकुल राजेश, साताक्षी मोदी, नेहा आसवानी, देव सुजल देसाई, शर्मा उमंग पंकज, शाह ध्रुवील विजय भाई, वाघेला भाविन प्रकाश भाई, दावे अन्वित अमीश भाई, यादव दया मनसुख भाई, पटेल कविसा अमित कुमार, पायल अरविंद भाई पटेल, सामा बुसरा जहांगीर भाई, गायत्री प्रसाद दुबे, पंजवानी कुणाल सुरेश भाई, वंदिता विनोद, पी सारन पंडियान, रवि सात्विक गोर्थी, ध्रुमेल हरेश कुमार शाह, पटेल प्रीत अरविंद भाई, शाह सिद्धांत अलकेश भाई, शाह निहार शैलेश भाई, पारार्थ दावे, सेजल अग्निहोत्री, निर्मित गुप्ता, शुभादित्य रॉय, भव्या जैन, कनाबर नीलकुमार दीपक भाई, Akanksha Shah, Patel Shreya Sanjay Kumar, Sat Nanda, Desai Himani Asikbhai, Desai Arnab Pranab, Joshi Aneri Asutosh Bhai, Mehta Jalaj Bhadresh Bhai, Purohit Yagna Hemang, Anjali Jain, Chavan Amkar Anil Shraddha, Sarvari Vallabh Gokhale, Rusbi Vivas Shah, Panchmiya Jinal Ajay Bhai, Patel Farjan Rahington, Darshan Jain, Chaudhary Meet Vasant Lal, Pankti Phadia, Bhavya Dubey, Jai Shah, Thakkar Mansi Girish Bhai, Dev Patel, Shah Kea Chetan, Vacheta Dhaval Dinesh Bhai, Dudrejia Vijita Haresh Kumar, Candidates for the degree of Master of Design of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, please rise. Mr. President, I present 12 candidates of Master of Design Program of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, including those in absentia, and request you to confer the degree on them. Candidates, please be seated. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the President DA-IICT as I call their names and return to their seats and be seated. Pratiti Rai. Harshal Hingonia. Juhi Bhanot. Anushree Palod. Susmita Bhaumik. Diksha Mishra. Kadegia Ajay J. Aroma Mandal. Anusha Agarwal. Candidates for the degree of BTech in ICT and BTech Honors in ICT with minor in Computational Science of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, please rise. Mr. President, I present 320 candidates of BTech program of DA-IICT Gandhinagar, including those in absentia, and request you to confer the degree on them. Candidates, please be seated. The candidates will individually receive their degrees from the President DA-IICT as I call their names and return to their seats and be seated. Madhuri Sriram. Popat Jayesh Chandresh Kumar. Ratanpara Mahir Yogesh Bhai. Kusagra Pathak. Sa Aditya Arpit. Ramani Nayan Gobarbai. Sanket Jain. Divyans Khatri. Patel Nisarg Himangshu Kumar. Margi Hingrazia, Koradia Mitesh Hitesh Bhai, Rohan Jasoria, Joshi Harshil Manish Kumar, Arihant Pratap Singh, Hemang Srimali, Jagatia Nishit Vasant Kumar, Akshaya Garg, Modi Hars Parak, Nikhil Dinesh Mehta, Hemant Jain, Devanshu Anant Vitlani, Thakkar Vedant Dipen Kumar, Puspang Singh Rathod, Chirayu Chaplot, Mahi Harshad Bhai Patel, Chaitanya Patel, Akars Jain, Gagada Yas Jitesh Bhai, Agrawal Archit Rakesh Kumar, Agrawal Mohit Pankaj Bhai, Tanaya Alpesh Bhai Shah, Vagyesh Ganatra, Ayush Kishan Mohan, Badodaria Das Bipin Bhai, Yengar Anirudh Vijay, Hitesh Goyal, Tejossa Alia, Khatri Rahul Naren, Subham Sharma, Manan Joshi, Ayush Saurin Desai, Mehta Ishan Darshan Kumar, Vyam Saraf, Sambhav Agrawal, Kaushik Agarwal, Jilla Amrut Sai, Isang Kumar, Rusil Bangia, Rishi Shivani, Ritik Malavia, Akash Kumar Singh, Vinjara Bhavya Haresh, Kapadia Jil Harsat Kumar, Divyesh Manubhai Rohit, Solanki Abhishek Priyakant, Rishabh Makwana, Manish B. Chopra, Solanki Omkumar Dhirenbhai, Udit S. Meena, Rishiraj Meena, Devanshu Chicholikar, Nunabhat Soumya, Isani Bandopadhyay, Jia Kanubhai Patel, Priyal Sureshbhai Raj, Ans Agrawal, Ujas Thakkar, Rutvik Dhaval Kumar Shah, Sudhanshu Mishra, Jimil Dipesh Kumar, Harsh Ashok Deshpande, Urmik Makani, Sanapa Reddy Manali, Kotak Pawan Bhavesh, Singh Manu Avades, Prajapati Smith Amrut Kumar, Gami The Kantibhai, Menpara Nilay Arvind Bhai, Mistri Milin Hemant Kumar, Patel Yash Aswin Bhai, Mangrolia Hiren Ghansam Bhai, Goti Harshil Arvind Bhai, Shah Yash Paresh Kumar, Panchal Devyani Kanaya Lal, Shah Joy Rupesh Bhai, Hirapara Dharmin Nilesh Kumar, Bhora Harsh Deepak Bhai, Dhola Brusti Arvind Bhai, Tejani Rohit Ghansam Bhai, Tanishka Subhas Lalwani, Kundnani Sudarshan Jagdish Bhai, Shah Jai Nitin Kumar, Parik Achal Rakesh Bhai, Markana Harshal Kumar Girish Bhai, Waghela Darshan Rajesh Bhai, Kansagra Parthiv Shailesh Bhai, प्रजापति दर्शन कुमार प्रकाश भाई, गाधिया किसान भरत भाई, पटेल उत्सव जयेश भाई, रुघानी अक्षर ललित भाई, कटोडिया पार्थ अल्पेश भाई, चावड़ा ध्रुव मयूर कुमार, दोषी मिहिर चेतन भाई, रजनी हर्ष अशोक भाई, मेहता सोहम राजेश, रमोलिया हिमांशु राजेश भाई, थकारार केवल कमलेश भाई, जोशी दीक्षेन रिपाल, त्रिवेदी दक्ष भरत कुमार, वर्मा पलक नरेंद्र कुमार, गुजराती वत्सल अल्पेश भाई, वाट प्रयाग प्रशांत भाई, वाजीरानी दिव्या राजेश, पटेल ऋषि राजेश, शाह दानवी श्वेताल, शाह आस्था किरण भाई, जोशी वेद भूपेंद्र कुमार, पटेल जैनित रोहित भाई, मंगूकिया अर्षित दीपक भाई, जोशी श्रेया राजेश भाई, साखिया यज्ञिक प्रवीण भाई, नागेरा पार्थ मेरामन भाई, दावी आकाश कुमार लाबू भाई, पटेल जानवी दशरथ भाई, शाह तुलसी मितेश कुमार, खेनी केऊर अशोक भाई, देसाई राज जिग्नेश, मलानी दीप प्रकाश, आसारी उत्कर्ष कल्याण, मौलिना रायना, जसापारा द्रुमिल नंदलाल, गुप्ता चिराग दुर्गेश कुमार, मकाडिया नील नरेंद्र भाई, मंगूकिया स्मिथ रमेश भाई, नाटपारा आनंद रजनी भाई, परास्कर कुंज जयेश भाई, परमार मीत भाई मनु भाई, वाघेला याज्ञिक मनोज कुमार, चौहान परेश कुमार यशवंत भाई, कटारिया अनंत कुमार हरि भाई, रामी रुतबा हितेश भाई, भूत वंदित समजी भाई, चौहान पार्थराज अलकेश भाई, चौहान राहुल बाबू भाई, वालास कांत अर्सी भाई, परमार प्रतीक कुमार नंजी भाई, परमार आकाश अमृतलाल, मकवाना शुभम भवेश भाई, वाघेला श्याम कुमार पुरुषोत्तम भाई, वाघेला महर्षि अरविंद भाई, खांदारा जेनिल नीलंग भाई, मोदी अनिकेत जयेश कुमार, मोदी व्योम राजेश कुमार, दंगर मिहिर राजेश भाई, खानदार मनीष देवेश भाई, देवसी भाई, पटेल चिराग कुमार संजय भाई, लकड़ावाला रितिका अनिल कुमार, पंचाल कृतार्थ भावेश भाई, टेंडेल विस्मय विनोद भाई, आसमानी ध्रुविक चेतन कुमार, परमार मनीष दिलीप भाई, उमाद जीत भरत सिंह, मकवाना मनन विशाल भाई, पटेल निपुण कुमार रजनीकांत, चौधरी निष्ठा कुबेर भाई, विशाद स्मिथ नारायण भाई, नलभया उत्कर्ष नांजी भाई, गमित जितेश कुमार, पटेल प्रिया हर्षद भाई, पटेल ऋचा सुनील भाई, दमोर झील महेश कुमार, खराड़ी अजय कुमार नरसिंह भाई, तलाविया एक्स भवेश भाई, तनिष्क नागपाल, दादानिया मीत कुमार संजय भाई, माधवेंद्र पंकज कुमार चौकसी, संतोकी पार्थ कुमार नवनीत भाई, गजेरा दीप नलिन कुमार, पटेल आयुष तेजस कुमार, वाचानी देवेन कुमार दिनेश भाई, पटेल प्रीत कुमार दिनेश कुमार, पगाडर हेत किशोर भाई, गोडबोले श्रेया अजीत, शाह खुशाली भाविन, काश्यप अनानी जयंत कुमार, मीत कुमार नटवर भाई सालवी, श्रॉफ शिवम प्रकाश, शब्बीर मुर्ताजा, जिगर कुमार धर्मेंद्र मरवानिया, गोहिल राजविवा शैलेंद्र सिंह, सोनानी देवल अरविंद भाई, पंचल प्रतीक रमेश भाई, चौहान जयमीन मेघा भाई, राठौड़ महिराज गिरीश भाई, परमार सिद्धराज योगेश भाई, सुदीक्षा थुसु, शांतनु त्यागी, दावे प्रायुष मनीष, सृष्टि कालरा, देसाई मिहिर शिरीष, शाह विश्वा धर्मेंद्र, कोकर अयान अब्बास अली, श्रुति अग्रवाल, Patel Yas Alpesh Kumar. Nakarani Hemang Vallabhbhai. Dhola Swapnil Jitendra Bhai. Pandya Urvis Dilip Kumar. Janjarukia Jigar Hemu Bhai. Dave Bhargav Rishikesh. Shah Nishant Ketan Kumar. Smith Anil Bhai Kumbhani. Prathvi Shah. Arkaprabha Banerjee. Hardik Harish Kumar Madhwani. Rajpara Rusi Harshad Bhai. Patel Harsh Deepak Kumar. Sanjay Nayar. Ajay K. Bhala. Patel Meet Arvind Bhai. Vatia Karan Ashok. Trivedi Mahakas Kanayalal. Soni Braj Janak Kumar. Sip Sailesh Raj. Riddhi Atul Tanna. Prakhar Maheshwari. Shah Meet Jigish Kumar. Patel Sarthak Kirit Kumar. Patel Vishal Kumar Dilip Bhai. Vapsar Raj Deepak Kumar. Chaudhary Hiren Kiran Kumar. Tabe Naman Yagnesh Bhai. Valodi Meet Kishore Bhai. Thaker Disita Ashish. Patel Deep Suresh Bhai. Ganatra Bhavya Ditesh Kumar. Vimani Dhruv Balabhai. Goti Dishant Praveen Bhai. Popatia Aman Anand. Machi Jaideep Raman Bhai. Maisuriya Bharshit Kumar Bakul Bhai. Panchal Akash Kumar Kamlesh Kumar. Darji Jai Kumar Dinesh Bhai. Makwana Ravi Girish Kumar. Rana Darsil Jitendra Kumar. Patel Parthiv Mahesh Bhai. Voi Parth Mahesh Kumar. Patel Bhargav Ramesh Bhai. Moradia Siddharth Ashwin Bhai. Moradia Shivam Jayesh Bhai. Candidates of all the programs, please rise.
By the authority given to me by the Board of Governors, DA-IICT, Gandhinagar, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Technology, Master of Science, Master of Design, Bachelor of Technology of DA-IICT, Gandhinagar. I also confer the said degree in absentia on those who are not present today. I charge you all that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
I pledge that in my life, by word and deed, I will prove myself worthy of the degree conferred upon me.
be seated. Now, President Gold Medals. The students who have been awarded the President's Gold Medals for scholastic performance in the respective programs will come forward as their names are called and receive the medals from the Honorable Chief Guest. I will call gold medalist names for the graduating batch 2022 and for the graduating batch 2021. First, for the graduating batch 2022. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the BTech in ICT program awarded to Makadia Neil Narendra Bhai. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the BTech Honors in ICT with minor in Computational Science program awarded to Shah Nishant Ketan Kumar. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the MTech in ICT program awarded to Mehta Krunal Kamlesh Kumar. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the MTech in Electronics and Communication program awarded to Theratil Anand Saju. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the MSc in Information Technology awarded to Niharika Srivastav. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the MSc in Data Science awarded to Patel Preet Arvind Bhai. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the Master of Design program awarded to Juhi Vanath. Now gold medalist for the graduating batch 2021. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the BTech in ICT program awarded to Bakshi Rusiraj Ashish. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the BTech Honors in ICT with minor in Computational Science program awarded to Mehta Varghese Jai. Varghese is not able to come today. We will send the medal to him. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the MTech in ICT program awarded to Bhatt Sripath Anand. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the MSc in Information Technology awarded to Bhrutand Mankat. President's Gold Medal for the first position in the Master of Design program awarded to K.S. Asa.
Good evening, friends. Professor Subhashish Chaudhary, distinguished chief guest for this 17th Convocation. Dr. K.S. Dasgupta, Director of the DA-IICT, Gandhinagar. Distinguished members of the Board of Governors, esteemed faculty members, staff, distinguished invitees, guests, graduating students, parents, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to convey our best wishes to all the graduating students and award winners, and also who have received gold medals from DA-IICT for last 2 consecutive years. It's indeed a great pleasure to join you on this auspicious occasion of the 17th Convocation of DA-IICT. Congratulations to students graduating today. We are proud on your accomplishments. I would like to convey hearty congratulations, special best wishes to gold medalist for 2020, 21, 22. On behalf of the President, DA-IICT, it is honor to introduce our chief guest to you, Professor Subhashish Chaudhary, Director of IIT Bombay, very distinguished academician and researcher. Professor Chaudhary earned the graduate degree from Electronics and Electrical Communication Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, in 1985. Moving to Canada, he obtained master's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Calgary in 1987 and joined the University of California, San Diego for his doctoral degree, from the where he secured PhD in 1990. He has returned to India same year and started his career at the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay as a faculty member and as an assistant professor. He continued his services at professor at various levels and at IIT Mumbai, and presently he holds the director post and holds the K.N. Bajaj chair in Mumbai IIT. He is known for his pioneering studies on computer vision and is elected fellow of all 3 major Indian science academies like National Academy of Sciences, Indian Academy of Sciences, Indian National Science Academy. He is also a fellow of Institution of Electrical IEEE and the Indian National Academy of Engineering, the Council of Scientific Industrial Research CSR, the Apex Agency of Government of India for Scientific Research, awarded him the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award Prize Science and Technology, one of the highest Indian science awards in 2024 for his contribution to engineering sciences. Dear graduating students, you are ready to plan your career path forward, building on knowledge. You are living in a digital era. You have gained an institute, very knowledge. As graduates of DA-IICT, accomplish your task academically. You are very well positioned to lead and contribute to the nation growth. You are ready to make a profound difference as the next generation of leader in your chosen field of activity in India and around the world. Once again, I express my congratulations on behalf of the institution. I wish you all the best and thank you very much for. Now I invite our distinguished chief guest, Professor Subhashish Chaudhary, Director of IIT Mumbai, to address the gathering.
Honorable President, DA-IICT, Dr. D.N. Reddy, Professor Bimal Roy, Dr. Alaknath De, Sri Shrenik Vaishnav, various members of the Board of Governors, faculty, staff, alumni of DA-IICT, distinguished guests, graduating students, and of course, their relatives and parents. It's great to be here this evening to be with you. And I'm thankful to the administration of DA-IICT to invite me to this August program. And the reason for that is very simple. I like to attend 2 specific programs. One is when you enter, the so-called the freshers program, you enter an institute. And the next one, when you graduate out of the institution. And the reason for that is that when you join an institution like DA-IICT, something so premier institution in the country, you come with a dream. You see that with your expectations, your aspirations, and with the dreamy eyes when I see them. At least I do that at IIT Bombay. And now, today, after 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever may be the journey through this particular institution, it's a time where you met your expectations and something, the dream with which you came in, you will be going out with your expectation fulfilled and further get refueled to do something great once you step out of this institution today. So that's the reason I love being in this one. And I, as a own graduate, I had 3 degrees, but I tell you, I could never attend any of my convocations, okay? So that's why I keep going to different places, okay? So first of all, I would like to take this occasion to congratulate all the graduates. It's an end of a journey, they call it, but to me, as a new beginning. And also to your family members, parents, who actually are equally dreamy about your career ahead. And of course, not to mention the 2 years that you were there, okay, which is a tough time in between, to be with you, provide you all the kind of support that you probably needed. Some of you might have done the courses from home, right? So all those are over. There is a look ahead. There's a new life, okay? And we are all here under the open sky, okay, not wearing any mask, okay? So that's what we have. Now, when you come to the convocation address, normally, they call it chief guest, you're supposed to talk on some specific topic, right? Now the question is what to talk on, right? Now here is a person, okay, who has never gone out of the classrooms or others, right? All my life I have been in some universities, wherever it is, okay, never. We have my very dear friend, Dr. Aloknath Dey, and he has never come to the classroom. He was always somewhere else and, doing on companies. So completely very different job. So I was thinking that as a person in academia, okay, that includes teaching, research, and administration also. And while doing that, having lost most of my hairs, okay, during there, and it was all I was doing sitting in the chair. So what all I can talk, okay? There is nothing much other than education, right? So I'm going to talk something about education and mostly on the higher education. But before that, I would like to go back a little bit in the history to see this, how it evolved, to get a perspective on education. India, all of you know that our learning in those ancient times started with gurukulas, right? And if you go somewhere in Greek and others, these places also they have, the schools of Plato and others, those, all these things where all these students, that's also like a kind of a gurukul there. Now, I feel personally, that's my opinion, that kind of education got a change long time ago when there was a person, you might have heard the name. His name was Uddalak, Aruni Uddalak in Chandogya Upanishad. If you read, his name is Shetkatu, right? You might have heard the name. So there is a person, he goes as natural to some teacher, guru, those days, came back home saying, I learned everything, 12 years, all studies done. I got my degree from your DA-IICT director, all done, right? And then he gets a question from his father, none other than the father was also great, educationist in today's term, okay? And asked the question, do you know that particular knowledge? If you know that, you know everything. Of course, that's a very fundamental question in Indian philosophy. So I'll not go into that, but take a cue from there to say that when you actually ask the question, this person, Shetketu, had no answer. That means there was a certain part of learning was incomplete. And when it was incomplete, it requires that he goes to another guru. That means one guru is not enough. So you have multiplicity of gurus required. And that's how we have universities and others where there's a lot of professors. We have so many of them sitting on that side, right? They all are those, and you form a system where you take knowledge not just from one, because that may not be always enough. Take it from all. And that's how you develop this kind of learning system, whether it's Taxila to Nalanda to Bologna and go for wherever it is. That gets, with time, it gets changed. But that's the beginning. And now I go to the next part of that. Who pays for education? What is the cost of education? Now, immediately most people say, oh, I stayed with a guru or some of them, I never had to pay anything, right? As if education is free. No. You have to again look at it. The person had to stay with the guru, do all the household chores, everything, do the cultivation, whatever it is. You put in all your efforts. Like today, if you have to do somewhere, you would get paid for that also, right? Maybe in some cases we say TSE or whatever, right? But you get it paid. So you are putting in, so it does cost, because whoever is the person being guru or teacher has to have his own life. There is a cost associated with it. And it's not cheap. It was, you're putting in your entire salary, which was in a barter system those days, you give it up. Now, if you look at that, okay, then today, when you say that education has to be very cheap, I don't agree with that. There has to be some kind of sustainable model where there are teachers, there are other supporting staff, you have a building, everything has to be paid. And people sometimes don't understand that, okay? So this is a requirement. And now if you look at that, we have people who are in economics. Whenever you have money circulation, that means there is some way of livelihood. You talk about an economic activity, so that means money could be made out of it also. And if you look at certain countries, like in Australia, I think the biggest revenue, I think the second most revenue that comes from them is actually from higher education by taking students from all over the world. So basically you have like an economic activity for that. And similar thing happens in, like let's say in US, when you pay large amount of money, when you actually pay for it, right? So it becomes like an ecosystem. And as a matter of fact, if you go to any Western country, typically you say that, like normally a fraction of your working population is in a particular industry, right? So if you say the academic industry, education industry, okay, like in India, 40% of the people are in agriculture, right? So what is the percentage of the people who live based on educational activity? Now it's around 3 to 4%, okay? Not very low. And if you go to Western countries, some of them, it could be like 7%, okay? So there is also a way of using this for mobilizing the country's economy. So you should look at that also, right? So this has to be looked at that. And of course, now when you come to a country like ours, right? Yes, we had the Republic Day, right, yesterday. And it's a republic. So there are certain things which is a country responsibility. And being in India, where we have a very large number of young population, we talk about demographic dividend. Now this particular dividend, you will get it provided the company works well. And what is that? Our young people are trained well, they can actually man the industry, they can create jobs, whatever is required. Now that's what the investment is required from the government, from the other private sector, and to do it together to see that we get a societal upliftment. As of today, in India, in higher education, the gross enrollment ratio is about 25%, okay, something like that. But in other countries, it's much higher, okay. But can we, I think our national goal is that by 2030 or so, you have to raise it to 50% to actually derive that demographic dividend. So we'll have to work from that aspect. So I'm trying to give you like a picture on how to draw your canvas, and where the canvas is nothing but as an educational activity. Now, it's good to say that way, but what are the challenges, like when you talk about that? Now, of course, in India particularly, when you talk about that, and several other countries, it's actually, one of them is the quality. The quality of education, unless you are able to guarantee that, then you put somebody for 3 years, 4 years, it doesn't fetch you anything, because the dividend that I talked about, you cannot get that. Because sometimes we say that we produce people. We have degree minting, operations, but these people, sometimes the industry says they are not employable. You hear these terms, okay? And similarly, the other thing that you require is that when the things change, right? So it's not only the education that is today, but the education has to be at a level so that tomorrow you can reinvent yourself, you can reskill, okay? And that's how actually it's supposed to evolve. Now, for example, what I learned in my own, let's say college days, to what we do, and most of us, you ask all your professors, it's not always the same. It changes. The area changes. When we were there, we never heard of something like machine learning. Okay? Now everybody talks about machine learning, artificial intelligence, right? So how do you do that, right? There has to be a process by which, like, I cannot say that, oh, we don't know, so I don't have to do it, I never learned, I will not teach anybody. Because the time will change, the needs changes, right? So we, as a faculty, not only have to guarantee that the quality of education that you get is best one, is reliable, is sound, okay? Now, also, it requires practical skill set development. So we have to develop that because we are talking about engineering education. So when you do it, you are expected to bring in certain technological development that uplifts or make the life simpler for the common people, right? That's the job of engineers, the technologists. Use science for the benefit of people so that everybody gets a benefit of this new thing that you are doing. Now, of course, India has another issue, the scaling, the scale-up operation. It's a huge country with so much of diversity. And if you leave anybody out, okay, what you actually do, you are losing them out, and they are not productive in the way the nation wants to be. Forget about unemployment and others, because your nation needs them, right? See, unemployment and others is relevant to that particular individual, but I am talking about the society as a whole. If I leave some portion of our society not being productive, the society as a whole ends up losing. And that's something that we should look at it when we come from the top, saying that people have to be trained properly. We have to do it at a scale. Now, how do you do the scaling? Now, in engineering, most cases you talk about efficiency, what is, all kind of things, what is the efficiency of a motor or something like this. So how do you define it? Is there any way we can say that? So maybe I can come up with a measure that how well we are doing. So one possible way to do it is to say that when you graduate, how many students you graduate per faculty per year, okay? So let's say for DA-IICT, which is one of the very well-known institutions here, you are privileged to be here. So we have something around 600, 700 odd graduates this year, okay? And let's say you have 70 faculty members, right? So how many you are graduating in that particular year? So you are graduating 10, okay, per particular, 10 students. Of course, some of them have different life cycles. Some of you have 4 years, some of them 2 years, some of them, whatever, 5 years as a PhD, whatever. So you have a certain number. Can we increase that? Right? More you increase, it becomes cost efficient. Remember, we talked about education also involves cost. So when you try to do that, then the question is that I can always try to put more. Like, for example, people say, why not I do MOOCs or go like an online education system where there could be 1,000 students taking my lecture? Sounds good. But you have to also maintain the quality, the touch, the individual touch. Do I know whether, what I teach, do you understand? Okay. Do you have the eye contact with the students? These are important. And for you as a student, when you do it, you want to be along with your friends, discussing topics. There are lateral learning. So if I just be online at my home, which you did during this COVID time, you are forced to do it. That's not what you are there, because these are the people, I saw some of them doing startups and others. You need peers who is going to help you getting connected to the right set of people. So peer process, generation process happens because you are together. But at the same time, I have to increase so that imparting education becomes cost efficient. So that's kind of a requirement. It's a stuff. And the other thing that we find today is one thing that's really challenging today is there is a great amount of depression among the students and others. There could be various reasons. Psychiatrists and others that go through that. But what has happened is that, in my opinion, that you are aspirational, and sometimes there is a disconnect. And when you have a disconnect, and particularly when you scale it up, okay, you are likely to lose the focus, and the disenchantment sets in. And if that happens, then I can also quote, like your director quoted, something from Tagore, so I can take the same thing, okay? In Bengal, coming from Bengal, to us, I think there is no topic where Tagore has not written anything about, okay? So almost everything is covered. I think the party has begun, looks like, okay, so good. So there is a saying that, porke korile apon bondhu, so which means that those who are distant, you make them your near friends, right? How do you do it? Social media, Instagram, Facebook, right? And of course, Tagore goes in a slightly different way, that's in a good sense, but if you may allow to add the next line to that, from my part, then I would say also in Bengali that aponare korile por means you make those who are closer to you, okay, they were closer to you, you make them a distant one because you don't talk to them, right? So this is a social disconnect that we see among the students, right? Because you are more comfortable talking to somebody over, like a social media, and then you're next door somebody who is staying in the same dorm. Now that's a big challenge, and I tell you, it's not only from in India or anywhere. Even in US, I am told 25% of the students are suffering from this problem. Okay? India, we don't know the real number, but it is maybe at least 10%, I would say. So it's significant. So it's also a great loss for us, and we'll have to ensure that the proper education it come in. Okay? And this, sometimes, in my personal opinion, it happens, is that today's youth, unlike when we were students, is a lot more aspirational. You know, the day you join, you probably know what you want to do in life, okay? And when you want to do that, you want to fly immediately, okay? I think, Professor Dasgupta said, that go to the sky, the sky, that's what, sky is the limit we talk about. You keep flying high, like stars. But you do it, of course, that's great. But what you also have to do is that you have to put your feet firmly on ground, right? The reason I say that, if you don't, then of course, when you try to do it, you come from all these good places, and then suddenly you come to this premier institution like DA-IICT. And then there is a competition. Of course, somebody will get more marks than somebody will less. And also, sometimes you're not as successful as you wanted to be. You fall really hard. And when you fall hard, getting back is very difficult. So, the way to take failure in this aspirational case, sometimes we are hurting ourselves. So my request would be that, of course, there would be opportunities, and there would be always cases where there would be difficulties, but you have to take the difficult time with a proper stride. If you don't, at some point there could be hard fall, and it's very difficult to rebound. Okay. Now, if you also, we talked about education. So what is the way forward? We talked about challenges, right? Today you graduate, and of course, you are already, maybe some of you are in a job, but you look at the time that you are in, okay? We are post-COVID, right? And at the same time, there is a very interesting time that there is a global recessionary tendency, right? And that could be for whether it's a pandemic, or it could be the Eurasian war, okay? There could be several reasons, but the fact remains that this, there is a problem. And you might be hearing, as a matter of fact, just now I was reading something and says that somebody for a big company, tech company, was hiring, okay, and actually the person was trying to interview somebody, and at the time of interview, the person who was doing the interview, he himself got fired, okay? So I don't know what happened, the interviewee got selected or not, I have no idea, at least I could not see it there, but the person who was interviewing, he got fired, okay? Now, if you look at this time of, the difficult time all over the world, actually in India, it's not happening that way. It's the other way, because we still have an economic upswing. You will see that still, we are growing much better than most of the countries, right? So can we take as an opportunity? Now, if you have to take an opportunity, and now we are talking about in a global position, we are not talking about only in India, because, it's very interesting. If you know that, if you are not using, somebody told me that is a neurologist, that if you are not using part of the brain, for some reason, I'm not thinking or then something else occupies that space, okay, in your brain, some other faculty. So similarly, you have to do it here. Now there is a void. Now can we collectively, and the DA-IICT graduates, I include them, to take up the challenge okay? And we take it as an opportunity to see that we can actually go in and use the opportunity to improve whatever our technical prowess that you have developed here to serve the country, create jobs, create wealth for the nation. And I think that will be a wonderful opportunity. You should not miss the bus, okay? So that's the time that we are talking about. Another thing is also, which is very relevant here, is the entrepreneurial opportunity. This is a time, I think you might have heard that even I think almost every week we are, turning on one of the unicorns. So the question is now also, some of them are of course service and others, but nonetheless they are all unicorns. Can you also do deep tech and other unicorns that are coming out? So if you can involve yourself, you have great peers. There will be mentors, there were seniors, others. And can you get into that? It's not that everybody has to be entrepreneur, but there are some of you have to take it up, okay? Because of that, you can actually create this kind of wealth, job, the prosperity that the nation demands, okay? So I think for that also, there is a great opportunity because if you notice that for the last few years, there have been, very nice governmental initiatives like your Make in India, similarly like Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? In that particular case, you have a certain opportunity that gets created, which actually gets somehow reared by different provisions of the government regulations. So I think we should be able to leverage that. Now coming back to, also it's a time that chief guest is supposed to give you an advice, okay, at this time as you graduate. The question is, what advice to give you, okay? And if you have heard how when I was introduced, not about other thing, but what area I talk on, why I worked, there's computer vision image processing, right? So I could tell you one thing, that sharpen your observation power. For engineering, personally I feel that 50% of the job is done if you observe it carefully. Spend some time in seeing what is happening. Observe very carefully. Now you may say that I'm talking like, Sherlock Holmes talking to Watson, hey Watson, did you notice this one or something like, it's very common. Every storyline they will have something like, oh, Watson misses out. Then Sherlock Holmes says, oh, this is what it is, all right? It's usually, as a matter of fact, almost all detective stories, right? But there is a lesson to learn. I think in my life as a researcher, I found that half of my job is done if I am able to observe the thing properly. So no matter what you do, I understand the problem better. I know what is happening, and probably what needs my attention, right? And that's what I would say the most important thing in my life, at least, I would say, that gave me a lot of, the mileage in my career. So I would also recommend that no matter what career options you take, please try to use that. And I'm sure this would be very helpful in no matter what, the career you pursue. But while doing it, I also say that you must remember two things, okay? One is remember that you are very fortunate and you are privileged to get your education from one of the most prestigious institutions in India. Not everybody were like that. So, your future action, whatever your achievements that you do, let's say when you grow much older like us or even beyond, okay, you will think about what kind of achievements you made, what kind of actions you did. Now, did it have any impact on the society, lives of a common man? And that's something probably give you the biggest satisfaction in your life if you can change the way the common people live. India is a country that has a lot of people who need support. We call it the bottom of the pyramid. And you are some of the privileged people who should work to ensure that the bottom of the pyramid gets an opportunity through your impact to go up the value pyramid. I think that would be probably the lasting contributions that you will make in your career. Friends, I think I've talked enough, right? You're tired, the long period, and in between there was a siren also, right? Some sense that I must finish. So I think it's been a wonderful evening. I really enjoyed being here in terms of seeing all these smiling faces, looking to conquer the world. And as you walk out through this convocation ceremony, you should also be a great ambassador for your alma mater. Remember, your journey, we don't call it a journey, it's a short journey, we call it sojourn, right? There's a term called sojourn. It's a sojourn that you made through DA-IICT, but you will be an alumnus of DA-IICT for the rest of your life, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, right? So cherish your relationship, support your alma mater. When you came, like as a family, when you were young, your mother, your parents, they handhold you. When the institution grows and you become bigger, right? The kids grow up, they support the parents, right? So you should support.
Sir, they will make line. Yes. Please stop. Yeah.
We cordially invite you to join us for dinner. Thank you. Gold medal students, please collect their boxes from the podium.